Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Trekyards. I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Connor Cockins, but the real question is, will you pass your test in ethics if you don't click like?
More importantly,
Oh, well.
ethically, I think you should hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And I mean, you gotta be notified every time we upload. So click that bell icon as well.
And arguably, those are the biggest fans will also buy the red medical gown that TNG and Low Decks have used. So when you watch Trekyards, you can talk about it at the camera. You know, really important stuff.
In case you can't tell, today we're talking about ethics. Not only the computer simulation test, but also I guess we'll mention the episode ethics as well from TNG, and just talk about that for a little bit because we actually saw some testing, holodeck testing, and one of them was an ethical program for Tendi on medical ethics, and yeah, I mean it was pretty faithful to what we saw in the TNG episode ethics as well. So we're going to talk a bit about that today.
So the basic structure of it, as both the TNG episode and this, was that a random Klingon, and obviously in the TNG episode Worf, breaks his back. Worf through a very, big barrels of something fell on him, and very heavy-looking barrels that didn't bounce off the floor when the other ones hit. And I believe the other Klingon broke his back while picking up a peanut, which made me laugh out loud. It was real funny. And then we see the full scene as then Tendi has to apply to his wishes or not of an honourable death, and then she fails, he lives, and we all scream at dismay of him living. Rather funny. That was my funniest scene, I think, of the entire episode, and extremely faithful. I've got some comparisons here. So the first shot, lovely harkens back to the TNG episode, which was pretty good for Michael Dorn. He got to sit down or lie down all episode and just talk, but emotive. I do remember. Obviously, this one, the holodeck program Tendi, we know it's rigged, and so even though we're going to discuss the ethical ramifications here, there's probably also no right answer.
Yeah, it's kind of a sticky situation. That's kind of the whole point of the episode. But oh man, you're right. It's one of the laugh out loud moments of the episode, especially with "Time of Life" 0900.
Like, I kind of wish it did the Klingon death scream, but like a life scream. You know. And as you had joked, very faithful Klingon. Clearly a Worf analog as well, now that you've compared them, because Worf does change his facial hair. Apart from the moustachian elements, it's very clearly Worf. I mean, what do you think of how it was played then, and how the computer penalised her for not killing him in the right way or not, and just the whole thing, Stuart?
There's no real right answer, and that's the problem. I mean, yes, oh my god, this Klingon is still alive. It's just the disappointment in the other people's voices when they run in. As a doctor, you don't want to do any harm, and you don't want to kill someone. That I think it was treated very, very well and quite amusing as a whole. They got everything right as far as the little dagger for the ritual suicide, and also, yeah, like you said, the red medical or surgical gowns. I just feel bad for Tendi because there's no answer to this. You're either on one side or the other, or you're in the middle, and either way, somebody's going to be upset. So, what would you have done, Samuel?
Well, it's interesting, the fact that she accepts him dying, killing him so quickly, but then obviously it escalates so drastically. But it's hard to imagine that really on a starship she would stab him through the heart with a blade. I would assume that in the situation it would make more sense to have another Klingon do it, and therefore alleviating the cultural insensibilities on both sides, because as the computer said, not causing him pain is against his ethical code, and so I have to cause you pain? Yeah, but they like pain. Part of the rituals involve just pain. Pain is part of the process of doing X, Y, and Z. My only sort of initial think here is that how is this an honourable death? Getting killed killed naked on a Starfleet ship biobed. There's no honour in that.
There is, because it's your choice. It's your choice to die instead of living your life as a cripple that can't do anything. So that's the honourable side of that. Is you're facing death, and you're accepting death.
Well, I didn't mean so much as him choosing death part, but where and how. You know, if you went into a Klingon monument and then did a ritual and then, you know, had to fight 4 seconds with a Greklock beast and then died. It's like, okay, there you go. Duh. Okay.
There's no simple answer though, because you say that it's not honorable death, but yet it is an honorable death as opposed to facing a beast that you can't fight against, which is not honorable. So there's lots of different aspects to this. It's not a simple cut and dry answer, and that's the problem.
But it's honourable to try. Like, you'd give him a disruptor for his mouth. I'm not joking, you know, you'd give him a fighting chance and then he'd die anyway. Because they often do suicide-style missions anyway. Like, not the sense they know they're going to die, but they know they probably will die. There is a difference to that. No, it just seems like a non-situation to stab him in a Starfleet. Like, Worf is different, he can't go back to the Klingon homeworld. But this guy is a random Klingon. You know, like if your dad kills you or if your son kills you, it's one thing. It's a ceremony, but just stabbing him with his knife. So I wish there was a little bit more to it. Like if this had been like on Kronos 1, they could have doubled down a bit. You have to help the Klingons' 5th ambassador to Kronos on a Klingon ship, and there's a Klingons getting her. That could have been more interesting. But then let more pressure.
There's so much blood floating around. Why is it pink? What?
Why is that bit red? What? Why is it so varied? Yeah. No, for sure. But it's definitely... But I don't know why then the red guys just couldn't have killed him. You know, obviously it goes into obscenity, but just shoot him with a phaser then. You know, at that point. Well, the joke is, you know, get me any type of poison, 2 cc's stat. It's like, oh.
I don't know. It's just it was played for laughs, and it was really well done, and it's just such a close parallel to the actual episode ethics. So, and again, like that's what this whole episode is about: simulating other experiences by other Starfleet crews. And there's quite a long list of them that we could go through at some point.
But it's amazing they can play a literal life or death situation, which in TNG was a very dark episode, successfully for laughs. I think the fast pace of the scene is what helps you, because it goes from one absurdity to another. And, you know, every time Tendi thinks she makes a decision, it's not necessarily wrong, it's just complicated instantly. Because, like I said, it isn't even there's right or wrong, every layer is green. You know, part of Worf's journey was that he got healed. Or they're not even trying to heal this guy, you know, so there's more layers instantly. So no, it's, yeah, very... And I can imagine that happens a lot, honestly. Not every Klingon dies in battle. They get hurt in battle. You know, is it honourable to have no legs? And well, why haven't they got artificial legs? You know, etc., etc.
Yeah, I'd want to be a Klingon warrior with robot legs. Stronger, faster legs. $6 million man legs.
Or, you know, a spider. Be a Klingon spider. Robot spider. Darth Maul style. And give him a double-bladed batleth. Somehow.
And on that note, comment down below what you thought about this scene. Did you enjoy it? Did you laugh out loud? Because I certainly did. Time of Life just made me... Yeah, that was great. So comment down below what you thought about that. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Click the notification bell icon to all so you don't miss kind of discussions like this where we like talking about things like this in great detail.
And when they give us stuff to talk about, we're going to talk about it. And you guys know that. That's why you're here, guys.
That's right. So hit that like button. And then join us for some lives.
Yeah, we love the lives because they're a direct conversational topic thing, and we have these distinct conversations, but then we do another live where we have the same similar topic, but you guys bring all these extra nuances to it and say, oh, about this episode, about this moment, etc., etc. And we love that for sure. There's only so much research we can do, and you guys help to bring us above that. And of course, if you want to support us to do all these videos, then you can subscribe, the like, all that stuff's free, but the Patreon, the PayPal, the join the channel, all super important because we only keep above water just. So if you can add to that, if you can take some of that water away, I guess, in that analogy, that would be great by throwing $5 in a month. It does help.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Chronokongs. Bye, guys.
There you go. Bye.